Hello, I thought I would do a quick review on this, which is the Megaorei, I think that's how you say it. It is a clip-on scope which goes on the back of a normal scope on a rifle. It is the M4 version. Now, this isn't brand new. I got this about a month and a half ago. The whole idea was you can get sort of quite a commercialised version of this, the really nice one, for about £400. This one was going on Amazon for just around about £100. So I thought, well, actually, I'll give this a go. Worst comes to worst, if it's rubbish, I'll send it back. Let's show you what you do get in the box. So, nice manual. It's quite well packed. The rechargeable lithium-ion battery, and there is a charger for that, but that's currently upstairs with my USB stuff. The actual scope is this one here, and this is what clips onto the rifle, and there's a couple of different accessories which you use to clip it onto your rifle. Actually goes on really easily. And what I'll do is I'll show you that in a bit. I'll also show you some pictures through the rifle with the scope attached. It is a night scope, so actually it's really important to see how it works at night. My main thing was I thought, actually, I'm only shooting air rifle, so going for a really expensive scope which has hundreds of meters of range, it's just too much for the amount of money you have to spend on it. To get something relatively short range, you may as well just use something like this. Something that I was concerned about was the battery life, especially as this has got an infrared illuminator on top. So you can increase the battery life by getting an infrared torch, and you can get those from Amazon for, I think it's about £15 or something. It does have an SD card in the side, and you can record with it both in day and night mode. So what I'm going to do is show you how it fits onto the rifle. This is my trusty Stoker XM1 bullpup, and the first thing you need to do is to put a ring onto the rifle. So I'm just unscrewing all of this because I have got all the rings and stuff already sorted for this one, and I just want to sort of like show you how to finally fit them. So on this side, on the optic, goes this ring here first. And you can see there's several of them in the box, so just fit the one that, you just use the one that fits the rifle the best. Then what I'm going to do, no, I've done this the wrong way around, it's been a while since I've done this. We pop the screw cap on, put this in next, and then what I do is I screw this in, and what that does is that compresses that ring and it makes it so that it is attached quite firmly. Takes a little moment. So I just screw that down until that is no longer moving around, and I can see actually that's quite tight now, that's not going anywhere. What I'm then going to do is actually, I'm going to have to undo it again, so I'll redo this bit, I think. No, I don't have to redo this bit actually. So all I'm going to do is then pop this onto here and then give it a final tighten down once this is all secured in here. Means that we can get it exactly vertical, etc. So that's now tightly on there, and I'm just going to tighten down this seal here, and I can see that's not going anywhere. That's pretty good. Please make sure you've zeroed your scope beforehand, and also you've done the usual sort of focusing, etc. So on the actual unit, there are some buttons, so on button, off button. You can make it sort of take photos, you can make it take some film, and you can also turn the illuminator on and off, and there are various options you can go through to do that. When it turns on, it's quite a nice screen in there. The eyepiece is quite comfortable. It's got sort of a silicone sort of guard type thing on there, and you can see the crosshair quite well. Mine's a little bit twisted, so to be fair, that's more the scope than me. I think I probably need to get that sort of sorted. And what I'll do is I'll take it outside and I'll take a little bit of film with it in the dark and also in the light.
So this is a 25 metre range, a 25 yard range. All the lights are off. I'll just flick it to colour mode, and you can see that there's no you see that you can't see anything, all lights are off. And then if I turn the infrared on, it's all there, 25 yards, and actually that's pretty darn good. So I'm going to have to try a larger range because I didn't have any problems with that one. Let's focus this up. So, just to convince you, it does go 50 yards. This is a 50 yard shooting range, and I can see very easily to the end of it. Yeah, I quite like this. Not a bad bit of kit, this. Especially something that was dead cheap from Amazon. Is it going to be as good as the £300 one? Probably not, but will I be able to see a rabbit at 30-40 yards? I don't think I'll have a problem with that. Excellent. Ooh, that's what it's like. Lights off. Lights back on. Lights off. So I thought this would be a better test. About 100 metres each way, so I'm in colour at the moment, and we can see that we're just seeing the odd light. Oh, I can see the moon now. I'm just going to turn the illuminator on and see what I can see now. So, yeah, that's actually pretty good. I can see some sheep over there, I think. We need to give it a little bit of a focus. Not that way. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, you can see, actually, I'm seeing right over to those trees. I'm just going to turn the illuminator off again. And see, we just see over to those trees and things there. But actually, as soon as I turn the illuminator on, I'm getting a much better image. Let's say probably 50-60 metres with no problems. Obviously, you need to look at sort of focusing it and stuff like that. But actually, that's pretty good. And certainly, as someone who's shooting things with an air rifle, that's pretty darn good, and it's definitely good enough for what I need it for. So back to colour, just to show you. Back to infrared with the lamp on, turning the lamp off, and you can't see anything. So turning the lamp back on, all pretty darn good. There we are.
But actually, it's pretty good. That's going to be the conclusion of it. If you want something really top notch, maybe look at sort of spending top notch money. But if you just want something to do a bit of rabbiting, that you're only really going to go 30, 40, 50 yards out for, then actually this is absolutely ideal. I haven't tested it in weather. I don't know whether it's waterproof and things, but I don't really want to find that out because I'm not going to go out shooting in terrible weather, and I'm certainly not going to be using a night sight for it. So in conclusion, it's actually a pretty good bit of kit, especially for the price. I think it's a really good addition, and I haven't found any problems with it so far. So that's absolutely superb. Just turn it back off.